At the Berkeley County Health Department, our motto is Prevent, Promote, Protect. Since 1935, our mission has been to provide clinical and environmental services to protect the health of the general public. We're committed to building public health in our community by offering a wide range of services, including blood pressure screening, breast and cervical screening, family planning, counseling, lab testing, and more. We perform health inspections to make sure the restaurants you visit are clean, and we prepare and coordinate plans to respond to all hazards. The Berkeley County Health Department, 122 Waverly Court, Martinsburg.
Hi, Crescia Hornby here. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call us at 262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
Life is evolving. Over the past decade, the way we do almost everything has changed. Get on your phone, see something you like, click on it, and it shows up at your door. Why should the way you have your car serviced be any different? Why waste your time going to a dealership service department when Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to you? They service all makes, all models, and offer full parts and labor warranties. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to your door or office and service your vehicle while you're doing what you need to be doing, conducting that business meeting or mowing the lawn. Why take time out of your busy schedule when you don't have to? Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet's friendly, knowledgeable staff will come to you where you live or where you work for full service maintenance, from oil changes to tire rotations, brakes, batteries, multi-point inspections. They handle it all. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet is committed to delivering the best of the best to their customers. Trust them to service your vehicle where you're at home or at work. Skip the time-consuming and terminal wait at the dealership. Schedule your appointment at fordofhagerstown.com or hancockchevy.com.
It's time for the excitement of NCAA Division II college basketball, featuring the Shepherd University Rams and the Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference.
Playing Corley off the Poppenberger screen. Great screen. McClain Corley for three. It's good!
5 seconds left on the clock. Werner looking for room to maneuver. Pulls up. Floater. Gets it to go. Kara Werner.
Let's go live to the Butcher Center on the campus of Shepherd University for tonight's broadcast.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Shepherd University campus and the Butcher Athletic Center for the Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference Championship for the 2024-2025 season. The Rams of Shepherd are playing in their first ever Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference Championship and are looking to win their first conference tournament since 1992-93 when they won the WVIAC tournament. It's going to be a tough challenge, though. On the other side, it's the defending conference champions, the Gannon Golden Knights, who come in with a 24-6 record. Shepherd on the year comes in with a record of 21-10. Nick Verzolini alongside me, Colin McLaughlin, back in the studio, Dylan Bishop. Last time these two teams met, Colin, it was a 92-72 win for the Gannon Golden Knights. But that game played back on December 17th. A lot has changed since then.
Yeah, a lot has changed since then. It's been a great season for both teams. Both teams red hot as of late. Gannon on a 8-game winning streak, Shepherd on a win streak as well, most importantly, here in the conference tournament where they've been dominating, even at the end of the regular season, now scoring, I believe, 4 straight games of 70-plus points. It feels like they'll need to do that yet again here tonight if they want to knock off the top-seeded Gannon Golden Knights.
Back when those two teams met on December 17th, the Rams shot an ugly 13 of 26 from the free throw line. It was ugly Christmas sweater night in Erie, Pennsylvania, so maybe that had something to do with it for Shepherd. But, yeah, it has been a great stretch of games here for the Rams in the PSAC tournament. They were able to yesterday afternoon defeat California, Pennsylvania 84-74. The Rams trailed at halftime and rallied back. They were down 38-29 at the half, have a 55-point second half to win that game by 10. So great performance overall for Shepherd. You saw some big-time scoring in the victory. Chase Parr, who has emerged for the Rams this season with 17 points in that game, as well as 8 rebounds. Carson Poffenberger had a double-double, 18 points, 13 rebounds. Marcus Banks tossed in 24 points for the Rams on 8 assists. And Gerard Robinson added 9 to help Shepherd get that victory. So, Colin, the offense all of a sudden has been clicking over these last few games. Not something that we're used to seeing for this program. This is the number 1 defense but lowest scoring offense entering the tournament here in the Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference. They've been relying on their defense throughout the year, but they've gotten hot this week and stayed hot so far.
Yeah, and can that magic in the bottle right now for Justin Amelick's team stay and explode yet again? It'll be interesting to see. I mean, you look at yesterday, 84 points against Cal, coming back with that 55-point second half to get the win here at home. It's been a special moment, and it feels like it might be a team of destiny, but to be the best in the conference, you got to beat the best in the conference, and Gannon got itself a wake-up call yesterday. They were struggling in that first half, and at one point in the second half as well, actually trailed by 20 points, 57-37, and it looked like Millersville was going to get the upset, but then they just flipped a switch, forced overtime, and got the win. So I think this time around for Gannon, they'll know that they can't have that bad of a performance against the best defense in the conference and expect to win.
Yeah, you mentioned it. For the Golden Knights, it was a 89-87 overtime victory yesterday. Prior to that first-round matchup, it was easy for Gannon. They won 88-58 against IUP. So yesterday's game, definitely a challenging one against Millersville. And Millersville has proven already this season can compete with them throughout the year. So while Gannon maybe in some ways has seemed unbeatable in conference, and they are 17-3 overall, there has been a few games here and there where teams have competed, have shown an ability to keep it close, and have battled against this Gannon team. Shepherd did not do that in their lone opportunity, but again, the Rams have been playing some pretty good basketball. So let's go ahead and take a 2-minute break. On the other side of that break, we'll continue to break down this matchup for both teams. This is the Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference championship game for men's basketball between the Shepherd University Rams and Gannon Golden Knights on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
The thing I'm most passionate about with my clients is that 95% of them that come to me, they've never been in trouble in their lives. They've got careers, promising futures, things that matter.
So thankfully, after it was all said and done, I had no DUI and I had no more stress facing me or my family.
When you're on the fence whether to hire a DUI attorney, I always say that you really cannot afford not to. My name is Harley Wagner. My law practice has been exclusively focused on driving under the influence cases throughout the state of West Virginia.
With a great selection comes great possibilities. And at CMA's CDJR of Martinsburg, the possibilities are endless. Shop our amazing selection of new vehicles like the Ram 1500. And right now, save on new Jeeps like the Wrangler and Grand Cherokee models. Plus, every Jeep purchase comes with our Jeep Wave program. So wherever your possibilities take you, you'll be connected. Shop CMA's CDJR of Martinsburg today. Owners just care more.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, trip nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg. March Madness is here, which means it's time to fill out your brackets. Join the Sports Mix Bracket Challenge on the ESPN TC app or online at espn.com/bracket. You can also scan this QR code on your screen for entry. The top 4 finishers will all receive a $25 gift card from Mother Shucker's Crab Shack, and the overall winner will also receive a trophy from Trophies Plus. Enter now for your chance to win. The March Madness tournament begins March 18th.
We welcome you back here to the Butcher Center on the campus of Shepherd University. Nick Verzolini alongside me, Colin McLaughlin, as we get ready for this PSAC championship game between Gannon and Shepherd. Our pregame show brought to you by the W. Harley Miller Systems, providing custom integration services like home and office automation, home theater, networking, audio, video distribution, and more. Call 304-350-1931 or visit WHMsystems.com. Kyle, let's get some keys to the game, which are brought to you by Hagerstown Ford, revolutionizing the car buying experience. Go to FordHagerstown.com. What kind of stands out to you as you look at this matchup and some things that you think will be keys for both teams? Go ahead and start with the Rams.
For the Rams, it's going to really come down to limiting a big run or two for Gannon's offense like you saw yesterday. They went on that 10-0 run in a matter of minutes, and then all of a sudden in that second half it even went further to force overtime. So with the lockdown defense that Shepherd can have, you got to limit those big runs offensively by Gannon, and if you can do that, hopefully you get the win. For Gannon, defensively as well, the big thing is going to be forcing turnovers, which Shepherd has been susceptible to at times, and a lot of teams have because of how stifling this full-court press of Gannon can be. But they also like to turn the ball over themselves. They actually lead the conference in turnovers. And then for both teams, it's going to be assists. We've talked about it all weekend long. Top offenses so far in this conference spread the wealth, and that's what Shepherd's been able to do lately to really have that offensive firepower and have these 75-plus scoring games the past 4 straight games, is because they've been having 15, 16 assists in each of those games. If they can continue to do that, they're going to battle here today and potentially pull off the upset.
Yeah, the Rams shot 45% yesterday, 30 of 66, and 15 of those 30 field goals came on assist. Is there anything else you had for Gannon or Shepherd before we send it to break again, Colin?
No, that's it. I'm just ready to go. It's Championship Sunday.
Yep, it is, and find out the bracket tonight at 11 p.m. for the Division II men's basketball tournament. So late start for that one, but if the Rams win,
so you don't have to stay up.
Yeah, if you're a Ram fan, of course. Gannon fans probably also tuned in, so we don't want to ignore them as well. And they know they're probably headed to the tournament. Obviously want to add a tournament championship, though, to their resume. So we'll go ahead and take a 2-minute break. On the other side of that break, we will give you the starting fives and get set for tip-off here between the Rams and the Golden Knights. This is Shepherd Rams men's basketball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
Ice baths, polar plunges. What's wrong with you people? It's your old pal Cody from Cody's Auto Body. Newsflash, it's winter. Whether it's for a health craze or to raise money for the ladies' auxiliary, it seems people out there think it's a good idea to go outside, strip down, and pretend to be a polar bear or a penguin. What happened to sitting beside the fire, drinking, and adding on a few pounds to keep insulated until spring? Call me crazy, but how about we try not getting naked outside for a few months? Stay warm, stay safe on the road. As always,
that's Cody's with a T for trust.
After a car accident, what do you get when you call Mansion Ferretti?
You get more experience from a local law firm with over 115 years of combined service.
More respect from a team who treats clients like their own family.
And more fight, because we want you to get every dollar you deserve.
Experience, respect, results. If you've been injured, that's what you want in your lawyer.
And that's what you'll get when you call us. Car accident? Get more with Mansion Ferretti. 304-264-8505.
WVU Medicine introduces 8 new providers who've joined University Health Associates East and our medical staffs at Berkeley Medical Center and Jefferson Medical Center. Dr. Sharu Chin, Neurology. PA Erica Fitzsimmons, Urgent Care. Dr. Mehmet Kutlu, Hospitalist. Dr. Catherine McQueen, Endocrinology. PA Joseph Mills, Emergency Medicine. Dr. Alyssa Pham, Urgent Care. Dr. Jennifer Robertson, Emergency Medicine. And Dr. Moy Saeed, Pain Management. Welcome to WVU Medicine.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
We welcome you back here to the Butcher Center. It's the Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference Championship game between the Shepherd Rams and the Gannon Golden Knights. Nick Verzolini and Colin McLaughlin here. Dylan Bishop back in the studio getting ready for the national anthem as well as the starting lineups to be announced. The Ram cheerleaders are in attendance here tonight. Shepherd, of course, at home for this tournament after a crazy night the other night in the PSAC tournament where Shepherd, of course, went on the road, upset East Strasburg, and Millersville went on the road and upset Westchester, meaning that the Rams would host for the semifinals and championship. With the national anthem coming up, we'll go ahead and take another 2-minute break, and then we'll give you that starting five. You get ready for tip-off here between the Rams and the Golden Knights. This is the PSAC championship game on the TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. We're back in 2 minutes.
Not sure where to go or who to trust with your flooring project? And start with Trips Flooring, proudly serving the area for more than 25 years, specializing in floor sanding and refinishing, along with installation of new flooring, including hardwood, tile, vinyl, laminate, carpet, and the hottest trend in flooring, luxury vinyl, tile, and luxury vinyl plank. Are you on a budget? Check out their warehouse, cash and carry, or call 304-229-7009, or visit them online at tripsfloorsanding.com.
The thing I'm most passionate about with my clients is that 95% of them that come to me, they've never been in trouble in their lives. They've got careers, promising futures, things that matter.
So thankfully, after it was all said and done, I had no DUI and I had no more stress facing me or my family.
When you're on the fence whether to hire a DUI attorney, I always say that you really cannot afford not to. My name is Harley Wagner. My law practice has been exclusively focused on driving under the influence cases throughout the state of West Virginia.
So what? So what? It's not going to be easy. It's going to be really hard. We're going to have to work at it every day, but I want to do that because I want you. I want you and me forever, every day. What do you want? What do you want? Come on, what do you want?
What do you want?
I want Panhandle dumpsters for the first month free.
Use the promo code to get the first month free.
Tomorrow's success begins with today's preparation. Give your child a pathway to flourish and thrive with a well-rounded education. Enrollment is now open at the Classical Christian Academy in Martinsburg. Visit tcca.life/information. Tomorrow's success begins with today's preparation. Give your child a pathway to flourish and thrive with a well-rounded education. Enrollment is now open at the Classical Christian Academy in Martinsburg. Visit tcca.life/information.
Get back here to Shepherdstown as we get ready for tip-off here. The starters being announced currently as we get ready for tip-off between Gannon and Shepherd for this PSAC championship game. Nick Verzolini alongside me, Colin McLaughlin. Back in the studio, Dylan Bishop. And we'll go ahead and give you those starting lineups. First for Gannon, it will be number 4, Ernest Sheldon, who's their leading scorer, a sophomore from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And joining him in the backcourt will be Justin DeBuck, who's a grad student. Victor Desmond, the junior, at forward. Number 22, Pace Prosser, a guard, a freshman. And then rounding out the lineup, number 23, a sophomore, forward Tasman Goodrick. And the Rams starters being announced, but our starting lineups are brought to you by Modern Realty Results. The Larry DeMarco team at Century 21 Modern Realty Results looking for a home in the tri-state area. Call the Larry DeMarco team at 304-250-3551 or visit them online at www.modernrealityresults.com. For the Rams, it's number 2, Marcus Banks, a sophomore. Number 13, Chase Parr, a grad student. Number 15, Brody Davis, the freshman. Number 33, Carson Poffenberger. And number 44, Gerard Robinson. So, Rams in the white jerseys with the blue lettering here at home. Gannon in the maroon and gold. And both teams will head to the center circle. Goodrick is in the circle for Gannon, and should be Chase Parr making his way over there momentarily for the Rams. Colin, it's pretty much a sellout here in terms of the main stands, the baseline stands, which are not always all the way out, are about half full, I'd say, or so. So big crowd here for this PSAC championship, as you would expect.
Yeah, should be some good energy. Hopefully both teams can feed off it well.
Chance for history today for Shepherd. Win their first conference tournament since the 90s. And off the tip, Gannon won it, but then it went out of bounds, and Poffenberger has the basketball, so technically I guess Shepherd wins the tip as the possession arrow pointed toward Gannon. Parr now at the basketball, over to Davis for three. Just off the back of the rim, no good. And Sheldon grabs the rebound. Sprinting down the court is Gannon. Mid-range jumper, good from DeBuck. And it's a 2-0 lead for Gannon. Justin DeBuck. Marcus Banks down low to Davis. Kick it out. Robinson. Head fakes and swings it to Poffenberger. Down low, it's Parr now. Nice pass to a cutting Poffenberger for two.
Yeah, and I thought they missed an and one there. Poffenberger got a little nudge in the back while going up for that layup.
Poffenberger's been on an absolute tear during this PSAC tournament. Coach Namlick talked about how he's approaching 1,000 career points, and definitely a guy that has been playing hard the last few weeks. Down low, shot, no good. Parr grabs the rebound. Colin, one area that Shepherd wasn't able to exploit last time these two teams met is the height advantage for Shepherd. Chase Parr down low along with Carson Poffenberger could definitely be a big strength for the Rams today.
Yeah, we'll see how that plays out. It's much needed for sure.
Davis in the corner. 10 on the shot clock, over to Robinson. Robinson drives into the lane. Scoop shot layup is off the back of the backboard and no good, and rebounded in transition by Prosser. Prosser trying to go all the way to the rim. Shot is no good. Rebound underneath by Goodrick, and he lays it up and in.
Both teams right now really trying to attack the basket and get their points down well.
Robinson with the basketball now. 4-2 Gannon leading. 18 minutes to go in this first half. Gannon getting ready to sub in about 4 players, it looks like, over there as Banks comes off the Parr screen.
Yeah, you'll see that a good bit from Gannon. They like to keep their players fresh because of that full court press.
Robinson an open three just off the back of the rim. No good. Offensive rebound, though, from Brody Davis. So that keeps the possession alive for the Rams. Banks trying to work the pick and roll with Parr, and Banks gets an open mid-range. That's no good, and the ball goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Rams. Gannon brings on its subs.
The Rams want to win this game. You got to knock down those threes. It was a struggle yesterday in that first half. 2 of 12 from beyond the arc. You need that to be a different story today to compete with this Gannon team.
Yeah, slow start so far from 3 from Shepherd. Banks trying to find something here. Just 10 on the shot clock for the Rams. Davis drives baseline, tries to force it down low to Poffenberger. 4 on the shot clock. Robinson works his way open, misses the open jumper, and then Chase Parr just grabs the rebound. It will be a fresh 20 now for the Rams. Parr going all the way to the rim, has it ripped away. Good defense down low from Morabito. And now an open 3 is off the mark, and Robinson grabs the rebound as Prosser couldn't make the Rams pay in transition. Robinson going to the rack, hard to the rim, misses the layup, will head to the line to shoot 2. Rod Robinson, one of the senior leaders for this team, has been a contributor all 4 years. Best defender, you could say, on the perimeter in the PSAC based off of his tournament. Colin, he's been tremendous.
Yeah, he has been tremendous, and I like seeing that he's willing to attack the basket here early. Gannon was in a bit of foul trouble because of that yesterday against Millersville, who wasn't afraid to go to the hoop and try to score in transition by going coast to coast. It was something that Gannon was really susceptible to at the start of that game.
Prosser checks out. 4-2 our score. Robinson missed that first free throw. Second one rolls in. Makes it a 4-3 game. Still in favor of Gannon. Bennett brings it across the timeline. Now down low, it's Kemp. Back to Sheldon, who's checked back in, and Ernest Sheldon's shot is well off the mark, but Kemp grabs the offensive rebound. Here's Bennett. Driving down low, good defense from Parr, and a jump ball called. It will stay with the Golden Knights. And now Gannon brings back on the starting five to go along with Ernest Sheldon, who's already out there on the floor. So very quick substitution pattern, as Colin mentioned. You'll see that throughout the game for Gannon. And an open jumper, no good, and Parr grabs the rebound. Only change there, Victor Desmond now into the game. Desmond did start. Parr with the quick pass ahead to Poffenberger. Poffenberger goes up strong, finishes the layup and the foul. 4 for Poffenberger, and he'll head to the line to add a free throw. And we got the under 16 media timeout. Shepherd 5, Gannon 4, the Butcher Center loving it here early on. We'll go ahead and take a 30-second break. This is Shepherd Rams men's basketball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
Hi, Crescia Hornby here. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call us at 262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
We welcome you back here to the Butcher Center. Nick Verzolini alongside me, Colin McLaughlin. Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference championship game between the Shepherd Rams, the number 3 seed out of the East Division, and the number 1 seed out of the West, the Gannon Golden Knights. Colin, definitely a good start for Shepherd, and they're headed to the line here with Poffenberger, who's got 4 of their 5 points.
Yeah, it's been a good start, and you can see them trying to fire up this home crowd as well to keep that energy going. We'll see if it stays low scoring maybe like this and playing into Shepherd's defensive hand, or if Gannon's going to try to get that tempo going and force this to be a higher scoring game.
Poffenberger's 18 he scored yesterday. He came into today needing 16 points for 1,000 career. If I'm remembering correctly, based off of Coach Namlick, I believe, saying he was 34 points away when we talked to him.
That's the number
on
I
Friday
remember as well.
So he's already got 4. He needs 12 more for the 1,000, and of course the Rams want to keep playing after today and add to that number as Marcus Banks grabs the rebound. Banks brings it across half court, guarded closely by DeBuck. Now back to Banks, top of the key. He had a big game yesterday for the Rams offensively. They're going to need something and a little bit of everybody to keep up with this high-powered Gannon offense. This Banks definitely traveled. I wasn't sure if it was going to be called, and then it was. Trying to find an opening against, honestly, for as much as they score, a very good Gannon defense as well. Only give up about 71 points per game, so they'll challenge you on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, they've been dominant.
The buck into the lane with a floater. Paul grabs the defensive rebound. Rams now looking to provide some pressure. Davis, good job keeping the handle there as the buck wanted it back. Marcus Banks over to Parr, to Poffenberger in the corner. Up top, Gerard Robinson. Marcus Banks off the screen from Parr. Banks into the lane. 4 on the shot clock, dumps it down to Parr, who goes up strong, lost control of it on his way up. And now Gannon running the floor. Fade away from DeBuck, that's good. Justin DeBuck with his 4 points now and gives Gannon the lead back here early on, 6-5 with 14 minutes to go in this first half. Tough pass down the court to Davis. He gets fouled by Shelton on that jump ball. technical jump ball, but in terms of like a wide receiver going up for it type of jump ball. Kind of got hooked, and luckily Davis appears to be all right. Subs run on for Gannon. Looks like Cole Parr now in for his brother Chase Parr, who will head to the bench.
You're going to need to be careful lobbing the ball down the floor like that. You got bailed out with a foul this time around, but for the most part, you might see a few turnovers if they keep that up.
Poffenberger able to keep it in his hands and not turn that ball over on the inbounds pass. So Shepherd getting a little bit sloppy here, but it's Poffenberger in the corner for 3. That's good. Poffenberger already with 7, and the Rams lead by 2. Shepherd needed that one, their first 3 of the evening. There's a fadeaway. Jay is good. Tough shot on the other end from the freshman Prosser. That ties us up at 8.
Yeah, I believe he had a double-double yesterday. He was huge for Gannon and went with a spin cycle there to put that shot up.
One of the top scorers for this Gannon team, even though he's only a freshman. So definitely a program that has been well established for a while in the PSAC and recruits well as Wardlaw runs on. Banks checks out. Inbound to Wardlaw, made him run after it. He gets to it. Freshman out of Frederick, Maryland. Down low, it's Cole Parr. Trying to post up against Kemp. Swings it. Now back down low. Parr into the paint. The hook shot is off the mark. Poffenberger fighting for the rebound. Tried to draw a foul, but no call. Here comes Prosser now back the other way. Crossover dribble. Floater in the lane. No good. And charging in for the rebound was Bennett, but a foul called against Gannon. Okigwe is going to run on now for the Rams. Kemp picks up the personal, his first. And so far, fouls definitely going in Shepherd's way. 4 on Gannon, none for the Rams with 13:15 to go in this first half. Poffenberger heads to the bench for the first time as Okigwe comes on for him. Now another tough press leading to a turnover. It's Desmond with the steal there on the bad inbound from Shepherd. Here's Bennett. Working back over to DeBuck. Off the Kemp screen. Kemp into the lane through 2 defenders, and the Rams pick up the foul.
Like to see the slow-mo replay on that to see if maybe it was just body contact down low that got the foul called, or maybe somebody's hands came down at the last second, because it looked like, for the most part, they were straight up.
Yeah, I think Okigwe got him with the body as he asked the official about it here. He was straight up, and I think that's what the official ruled, as free throw up ain't good from Mason Kemp. Robinson checks out. So Shepherd's definitely been trying to get their starters these elevated minutes here in the postseason, and it's been working. Obviously now you're in the championship game. It's a tough run to get to this point, as Kemp makes the second free throw as well. Will they run out of gas, I guess, is the question that we'll have to wait and see. Wardlaw with the basketball for the Rams. 10-8 our score. Download or Parr in the high post, I should say. Now back to Banks. Wardlaw. Parr down low in the short corner. Banks. 7 on the shot clock. Back to Parr. Good defense here from Gannon. Parr for the difficult hook. That's no good. Rebound ends up in the hands of Brody Davis, and he'll lay it up and in, and we're tied at 10 with 12:18 to go in this first half. Okigwe nearly gets an incredible steal on the sideline. Ram crowd fired up here inside the Butcher Center, trying to win their first ever Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference men's basketball championship. Trying to build on what the women's soccer team did, which became the first program to win a PSAC title since Shepherd joined the conference. Surprisingly, it wasn't the football team. They've been close, but just haven't been able to win it yet. As Sheldon drives into the lane, gets the layup to go. That's now a 12-10 game. But overall, it's been another good year of Shepherd athletics, and this is carried over into the men's basketball breakout season. Parr back to Banks. Rams trail it by 2. Parr to Wardlaw. Crossover dribble. Davis down low to Parr now. Just 4 on the shot clock. Parr somehow gets into the lane and gets the layup to go.
Yeah, great job by Parr. His body was underneath the cylinder, but somehow got that left arm around to get the angle to put up the shot.
Foul before the shot called against Shepherd. Hey, Colin, the Rams are getting deep into these shot clocks. I mean, Gannon is really defending here early on. They're matching Shepherd's defensive intensity, and that's why we have just a 12-12 game with 11:26 to go in this first half. We're back in 30.
With a great selection comes great possibilities. And at CMA's CDJR of Martinsburg, the possibilities are endless. Shop our amazing selection of new vehicles like the Ram 1500. And right now, save on new Jeeps like the Wrangler and Grand Cherokee models. Plus, every Jeep purchase comes with our Jeep Wave program. So wherever your possibilities take you, you'll be connected. Shop CMA's CDJR of Martinsburg today. Owners just care more.
We're back here at the Butcher Center. We're tied at 12, 11:26 to go in this first half. Nick Verzolini alongside me, Colin McLaughlin. This is the PSAC championship game between the Rams of Shepherd and the Golden Knights of Gannon. Colin, defensive battle here early on.
Yeah, it really has been Gannon right now in that 2-3 zone, trying to force Shepherd to take the threes, and Shepherd has been still fighting to go down low here the past few possessions, haven't been taking those threes. It has been a struggle starting with the three-point ball. You saw Poffenberger make one in the corner, but I think that might be it for Shepherd so far here.
Yes, that is their only 3 that has fallen so far for the Rams. The Buck inbounds it to Desmond. Desmond faces up, kicks it over to the Buck, who will try a 3. That rolls off the rim. Akigwe grabs the rebound for the Rams.
And for Shepherd, they're playing man right now and doing a fantastic job on the boards, making sure possessions are one and done for Gannon.
Yeah, Gannon with a lot of good pressure defense as well. They've been aggressive with their press so far. Marcus Banks drives into the lane, gets a few defenders up in the air, and then draws the foul. He'll head to the line, shoot a pair.
Yeah, that head fake for Banks is pretty lethal here, especially in this postseason. You saw a lot of it fooling Cal yesterday to have him in those 20-plus point range in the game, being the player of the game.
Rams just 1 for 3 here early on from the free throw line. They do knock that one down. Reason why I point that out, though, is that Shepherd missed 13 free throws last time these two teams met. Went just 13 of 26 back on December 17th. Not that they were going to make all of those, but it was a 20-point loss, so you could have made it at least a little bit closer, and then you never know. But Banks goes 2 for 2. And like we said, a lot's changed since then for the Rams. They lead it here 14-12. A drive into the hole and a layup up and good for Ernest Shelton, who was their leading scorer throughout the regular season. That one knocked away off the inbound by Prosser. They're tied at 14. Poffenberger back in for Akigwe. Good minutes from Akigwe, though, off the bench. And he hasn't played a whole lot in this tournament, but they're going to need him, I think, today because of how deep Gannon is. And, again, this is a big stretch for Shepherd where their starters have played elevated minutes, Colin. So.
Yeah, you're going to need your bench to step up huge and keep these guys fresh because of the full-court press of Gannon as well.
Robinson with the basketball. Over to Wardlaw. Down low, it's Parr. He has the size advantage on Desmond. Extra pass. Banks a corner 3. That's an air ball. And chasing down the rebound is Sheldon. In transition, Prosser with a deep 3, and that's good. 17-14. Robinson, step back 3 on the way. Unable to answer. Another rebound for Shelton despite his undersized. He is going to rebound well. Shelton with another 3. That's no good. Robinson grabs the rebound. Rams now out in transition. Wardlaw in the corner. Shepherd will reset it. Gannon wants to get out and go. Shepherd usually a team that will slow it down. Wardlaw tries a contested long 2. That's off the mark. Desmond grabs the rebound. 17-14 our score. DeBuck now at the basketball. Kicks it over. Desmond had an open look from 3, but he passes on it. Now into the paint. Prosser down low to Goodrick. Goodrick shot no good. He gets his own rebound. Parr swallows that one up with a block. And he gets another block. But Gannon keeps the possession. DeBuck over to Sheldon in the corner for 3. That rattles in. Too many opportunities ultimately for Gannon there, but some tremendous athleticism shown by Parr. Robinson goes in. Good defense from Desmond. No foul called. And Gannon now out and running, up by 6. But that pass deflected. Parr now grabs the rebound. The Rams can slow it down. Get back into this thing. Just a 6-point game. 8:33 left in this first half. Banks drives baseline. Loses his defender. Misses the shot, though. Rebounded by Prosser. Prosser step back 3 on the way. That's good. Timeout. Coach Namalik and the Rams. Pace Prosser now has 8 points. And all of a sudden, it's a 9-point Gannon lead. 23-14 our score. 8:19 to go in this first half. This is the Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference Men's Basketball Championship on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
March is Colorectal Cancer Awareness Month. In West Virginia, colorectal cancer is the 3rd leading cause of cancer-related deaths in men and women, yet it is one of the most preventable cancers. The American Cancer Society recommends screening at age 45 to 75 or younger if you have a family history or at an increased risk. Early detection through screening can save your life. For more information, call WV Medicine Gastroenterology Martinsburg at 304-596-6893.
I'm sorry. We're back here. Shepherd so far 20% shooting from 3 and overall 27% from the floor compared to Gannon, who's at 40% and 42% from 3, and they've heated it up as well, Colin, on that run there. I mean, this was a back and forth 14-14 game, and now a 9-0 run makes it 23-14, and what you highlighted in the pregame, you can't allow these big runs from the Golden Knights, especially when you're a limited offensive team like Shepherd is.
Yeah, Shepherd's gone cold here as of late. Gannon has all the momentum right now. You got to get the tempo back to the way you want it, get those stops defensively, and fight back here. This is a big key and a big moment in this game. You can't let Gannon continue to have the foot all the way on the gas pedal.
Coach Namlik burning the timeout here with 8:19 to go in this first half. And there's a foul as Bennett collided with Banks in the backcourt. That's the 6th on Gannon, so an area where you could get some help could be from the foul trouble. As Davis checks in, Robinson checks out. So clearly shooting on the floor for Shepherd right now. Wardlaw, Banks, Poffenberger, Parr, and Davis. Over to Wardlaw. Back up top, Parr. Now Banks off the screen from Parr. Kicks it over to Davis, 13 on the shot clock. Shepherd again just struggling against this Gannon defense. Davis an open 3 though. That's off the mark. He follows it, but it is unable to get the rebound. Sarver grabs it for Gannon, and Gannon now looking to run again. Prosser into the lane. Excellent pass down low. The foul, but no layup good from Kemp. He's headed back to the line where he's 2 for 2. Poffenberger picks up the first against him, the 3rd against the Rams here in this first half.
Looks like he might have got poked in the face, giving him some time before going to the free throw line.
Kemp with his 2 points, both from the line. And this free throw is up and good. So he's now 3 for 3. And it's a 10-point lead for Gannon at 24-14 with 7:39 to go in this first half. Next free throw, straight through as well. Wardlaw looking to push it for Shepherd. Slow start for the Rams. Parr trying to create something for Shepherd. He does, but he misses the layup. Lost control on the way up again. Now Gannon back the other way. Quickly back the other way, and a poster out of nowhere from Ernest Shelton. Oh, man. Not too many guys posterized Chase Parr.
I don't know if I know anybody that has, other than one now. And it has just taken the wind out of the fans here in the Butcher Center.
And now another bad pass from Shepherd leads to a turnover. Down the court, it's Kemp. Ernest Shelton, we talk about his rebounding ability for being kind of an undersized guy. He gets up, and that's why. Davis, 3 on the way. Shepherd really needed something there to get some momentum back, but it's off the mark. Banks, I think, is going to now be called for a foul. 27-14 Gannon. And they go into the subs again. It's just a really, really good team that Shepherd's ran into here today. And I think Shepherd can definitely still compete and stay in this game, but it's going to take a perfect performance for the rest of the way to get back into it. As the Buck with an open 3, that's off the mark, no good. Poffenberger grabs the rebound. That starts maybe with that stop. Just a 13-point game here, 6:27 left. It's been a while since we've seen a Shepherd field goal. Banks into the lane. Banks a fadeaway. That's good. Ends the 13-0 run. And Banks knocks it down. His first jumper of the game. Gives him 4 points. Now over to Prosser with the back and forth, the give and go with Goodrick. Goodrick fouled on his way to the rim. He'll into the line, shoot a pair. Tasman Goodrick forces the foul on Parr, I do believe. Free throw no good. They've done a good job of containing Goodrick. He has just 2 points so far. That one up and no good as well. So the Rams get the possession back, down 11. Banks with the basketball. 5:38 to go in this first half. Marcus Banks into the lane, kicks it out. Robinson a head fake. Over to Poffenberger, open 3 on the way. That's no good. Parr tips it to Wardlaw. Shepherd keeps the possession. They're just not shooting well in this first half, but considering as poorly as they have shot, they're still in the game. Just got to get something going here offensively. Banks into the lane. Over to Wardlaw, open 3 from the corner. That's off the mark. And then it heads out of bounds off of Banks. It will be Gannon basketball. And again, Colin, like we said, may not get as much credit for it because of the offensive numbers, but this is still a very good defensive team as well.
Yeah, I mean, another possession there for Shepherd in which they had to wait until the final seconds of the shot clock to really get anything off, and it was still a double clutch, tough shot in the corner for 3.
Shepherd gets the possession back. Poffenberger will inbound. Gets it into Banks. Yeah, every inbound pass, too, feels highly contested, and it seems like it's impossible for Shepherd to get it in. It always feels like it's going to be a tough pass. Wardlaw, step back 3 on the way. The Rams need it in. The freshman delivers. Wardlaw with a huge 3. It's under 10 now, 8-point game, 27-19, 4.5 left. in the first
huge,
half.
And it gets the crowd back into it a little bit here as well.
Sheldon trying to silence the crowd with a tough fadeaway jumper. He landed hard. Appears to be all right, though. The Buck back with the long rebound. The Buck, though, called for the offensive foul as he hooked Wardlaw on his way to the rim. That's his first. It is the 7th on Gannon, but because it's an offensive foul, we won't have free throws for Shepherd.
Yeah, but that's another stop. That's what you
Yes.
need here in these final few minutes to cut into this lead that Gannon has.
27-19, pass down the court to Banks. Banks trying to get into the lane. He pulls up from the elbow. Shot is well off the mark. No good. Desmond grabs the rebound. Bounce pass ahead to Sarver, and he lays it up and in. Kind of a rushed shot from Marcus Banks. Now Wardlaw back down the court to Robinson. Open three on the way. That's short. Gannon's forcing Shepherd into their kind of style, and that's not how Shepherd likes to play. They don't want to play up tempo. I mean, they are getting open shots in transition, but a lot of times those have been rushed. Robinson with a steal, though. Rams with the fast break opportunity. Wardlaw to the rim. The foul and the finish. An unbelievable finish from the freshman. He'll head to the line. When we come back here at the under 4 media timeout, our score 29 for Gannon, 21 Shepherd. This is Shepherd University men's basketball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
We welcome you back here to the Butcher Center. 3:37 to go before the halftime buzzer. Our score, 29-21, Gannon leading Shepherd. Just to update you on some of these stats here in the first half. The Rams now up to 28% shooting from the floor. Gannon's still around 39-40. They're at 39.3. So, Rams doing a pretty good job defensively. It's just been a tough start to the game and a big run for Gannon, really, or I guess really a tough middle of the game for Shepherd. The offense overall, though, just hasn't really been there consistently. But that big run for Gannon, definitely the big difference right now. But Shepherd has cut into that lead a little bit, down to just 8. Ellen Wardlaw, who just made it and one layup in transition, will head to the line here to try to make it a 3-point play and cut the lead down to 7. With 3.5 to go in the first half. Wardlaw's free throw up and good. So he converts the and one. And it's just a 7-point lead. The Rams crowd back into it now. Banks pokes it away. It will stay with Gannon.
Yeah, you need the energy back in this Butcher Center here for the final 3.5 minutes. You'd like to see Shepherd cut it to a 2-possession game at least before heading into the locker room.
Crosser into the lane. Ball fake. Gets double teamed underneath. Parr swats it away, and Poffenberger tries to grab the rebound but lost control of it, and Gannon just sticking with it there. Prosser and Goodrick have been very tough for the Rams tonight. 31-22.
Yeah, and that's frustrating. You had to stop, but then underneath the defensive basket, just a tough turnover to allow Gannon to get the points.
Step back jumper from Wardlaw. That's no good. Parr tried to tip it back in, but he couldn't. Now the Buck and the Gannon Golden Knight offense running some transition. Slow it down now with 20 on the shot clock. Goodrick. Back to Prosser. With a billion ball fake. Shot is no good. Somehow a wide open player again in Shelton. Shepard finally grabs the rebound and a foul called as Poffenberger came away with it.
It should be free throws.
Mm-hmm.
You need to knock down. We mentioned the last time these two teams met, Shepard shot an abysmal 50% from the free throw line in that loss back in December at Gannon.
Poffenberger 0 for 1 here tonight. He will shoot 1-1 for the Rams at 31-22 with 2:17 to go in this first half. Front end of the 1-1 is good from Poffenberger. Gets it back down to an 8-point game. Second one from the Morgantown graduate is off the back of the rim, no good. So you needed those from Poffenberger, or at least he was able to get 2 opportunities, but still. 31-23. Prosser into the mid-range jumper, that's good. He's in double figures now with 10 points. Another turnover for Shepard. Prosser, an open 3, money. Timeout, Shepard. As things quickly get back out to a 13-point lead for Gannon. Pace Prosser. He's really good. And he's been tough for Shepard, only a freshman as well. 1:51 to go in this first half. We're back in 30.
After a car accident, what do you get when you call Mansion Ferretti?
You get more experience from a local law firm with over 115 years of combined service.
More respect from a team who treats clients like their own family.
And more fight, because we want you to get every dollar you deserve.
Experience, respect, results. If you've been injured, that's what you want in your lawyer.
And that's what you'll get when you call us. Car accident? Get more with Mansion Ferretti. 304-264-8505.
We're back inside the Butcher Center, Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference Championship game. It's Gannon 36, Shepard 23, 1:51 to go in this first half. Pace Prosser with a little run of his own to help Gannon get their lead back out to double digits, and now 13 points once again. So even though Shepard seemed to be getting some momentum, that quickly went away. Poffenberger a 3. That's off the mark. Prosser with the spin move, no good. Rebounded by the Rams. Wardlaw to Banks. Back to Wardlaw, and he'll slow it back down. Wardlaw over to Parr now, and Banks with it left wing. Trying to create an opening. Just 8 on the shot clock. Banks has it poked away. Gannon on the floor. Gannon now going to the attack. And that's a block from Robinson. Both teams fighting for the possession on the ground. It's going to be a jump ball won by Shepard as Poffenberger and Goodrick were down there fighting for the basketball. It'll be Shepard possession with the possession arrow pointed their way.
Gannon gets to set up that full court press again. We'll see if Shepard can break it.
They've struggled against it in terms of a lot of wall and inbounds. Not too many turnovers, but definitely a few that you'd like to have back.
Yeah, and you'd like to see a quick shot here maybe to get a 2-for-1 in these final possessions.
Yeah, we'll see if they're able to. Parr down low over to Wardlaw. An open 3 on the way. That's off the mark. Parr tips it. Banks gets it back. Open 3 for Poffenberger. Good. Carson Poffenberger has led the way for Shepard in this first half with now 11 points, and he's only 5 away from 1,000 career. 10-point game here, Colin, 25 seconds, and we get a timeout taken by Gannon.
Yeah, Coach Namlick fired up there. Proud of his team for making the 3, which was much needed, but he's jawing at the officials there, as you can see, just yelling that boxing out down low for Gannon. They're getting a lot of pushing in the back, and that's taking Shepherd out of position, and he wants that called, and he's not getting it.
Well, we'll see if the officials maybe adjust things, but hey, 10-point game. So Shepherd sticking around. Ultimately, I mean, Poffenberger has been their main offensive guy. Everybody else, though, very quiet in this first half. And Shepherd's still in the game, so that's one positive from it, but let's see if Gannon just maybe at this point just too good. I don't know. It's been an interesting game so far, and if Gannon can build that lead back out before halftime, they'll be feeling very confident. Passer, an open three is no good. Rebounded by Poffenberger, who chucks it up, hits it off the top of the backboard, no good, and we'll head into halftime with our score. Gannon 36, Shepherd 26. We're back in 2 minutes for the Mansion Freddie Law Firm halftime show. This is Shepherd Rams men's basketball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
It's the new normal. You live, work, and play everywhere. Whether it's the family car or the family business, you need insurance that keeps pace with your changing life. Home on the job or working from home, peace of mind comes from knowing your whole world is covered. No matter what happens or how big it grows, whatever your new normal, Erie Insurance's award-winning service and personal agents can keep pace. Call your local agent today or visit erieinsurance.com for a quote.
Brown's Funeral Home and Cremations, Robert Fields & Sons, hope to see you at the 28th Annual Eastern Panhandle Home Show on March 29th and 30th in the Martinsburg Roundhouse to learn about what they provide whenever a loved one has passed away. Their booth number is FS53, which is located just outside the silent auction. Brown's Funeral Home and Cremations is the trusted name in funeral services in Martinsburg, Inwood, and Charlestown Ranson. They're proudly serving the area since 1880 and are proud to be a part of the 28th Annual Eastern Panhandle Home Show.
At the Berkeley County Health Department, our motto is Prevent, Promote, Protect. Since 1935, our mission has been to provide clinical and environmental services to protect the health of the general public. We're committed to building public health in our community by offering a wide range of services, including blood pressure screening, breast and cervical screening, family planning, counseling, lab testing, and more. We perform health inspections to make sure the restaurants you visit are clean, and we prepare and coordinate plans to respond to all hazards. The Berkeley County Health Department, 122 Waverly Court, Martinsburg.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
Mansion Freddie Law Firm in Martinsburg, where it's about seeking justice for you. Go to wvjusticelawyers.com. 36-26 our score here at the half. Nick Verzolini alongside me, Colin McLaughlin. Colin, your first half thoughts?
Well, you're only down 10, and you've shot so far 27.3%, so you're fortunate to only be down by 10 against this Gannon team with that poor of shooting, and it's been even worse. 3-point percentage, only 3 of 14 from beyond the arc, 21.4%. And we talked a little bit about those struggles in the last game against Cal yesterday, but they heated up in the second half. This team's really going to need to heat up even more so here in the second half, which they've been traditionally a second half team for the most part this season, but so is Gannon. So you're going to need to lock in and get that one last burst if you want to make sure that your ticket to March Madness is 100% sealed and getting your first conference championship here in the PSAC as well. It's going to be a lot to do.
For sure. You're down 10 here at the half. I mean, you look at things as well here, Colin, like, you got to take away that you've held Gannon to just 37% from the floor, but the 4 3-pointers are pretty big, and that's helped make a difference as well. Just Gannon's shots of when they're coming and how they're coming as well. So overall, if you can keep up your defensive intensity, 36 at halftime for Gannon's pretty low as well. So if you just get more consistency on the offensive end, keep up your defensive numbers around where they are, you feel like this team's got a good chance to at least make it close. But Gannon, of course, a very tough team, a team that's proven they can get hot throughout this game very quickly. So I think that will be interesting to see in the second half. But overall, I mean, you're still in the game despite the 27% shooting, so you feel all right if you're Shepherd. Let's take another 2-minute break. On the other side of that break, we'll hear from Dylan Bishop back in the studio. We'll have some scores for you, and then we'll send it back here and get you those halftime stats. This is Turner Rams men's basketball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, shrimp nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
Life is evolving. Over the past decade, the way we do almost everything has changed. Get on your phone, see something you like, click on it, and it shows up at your door. Why should the way you have your car serviced be any different? Why waste your time going to a dealership service department when Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to you? They service all makes, all models, and offer full parts and labor warranties. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to your door or office and service your vehicle while you're doing what you need to be doing, conducting that business meeting or mowing the lawn. Why take time out of your busy schedule when you don't have to? Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet's friendly, knowledgeable staff will come to you where you live or where you work for full service maintenance, from oil changes to tire rotations, brakes, batteries, multi-point inspections. They handle it all. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet is committed to delivering the best of the best to their customers. Trust them to service your vehicle where you're at home or at work. Skip the time-consuming and terminal wait at the dealership. Schedule your appointment at fordofhagerstown.com or hancockchevy.com.
W. Harley Miller Systems understands the need and desire for reliable and affordable smart home solutions. Secure your home with a security system and keep a close eye on your family. Automate your home with a Control4 system and have smart technology work as one. Set daily schedules to control your thermostats. Push a button and set the mood for dinner by dimming lights and playing music, or just sit back and enjoy a movie in your own home theater. Put decades of experience to work for you. Visit us at WHMsystems.com or call 304-350-1931.
Welcome into the Halftime Scoreboard Show here on TV 10, the WRNR YouTube channel, and the PSAC Digital Network. Dylan Bishop with you. 36-26. Gannon currently leads Shepherd at halftime of the PSAC Men's Basketball Championship. On the women's side, halftime also there. It's currently the home team, Edinboro, 36, and Kutztown, 33 at halftime. See if Edinboro can keep that lead and hold on and win the PSAC championship on the women's side. Some PSAC baseball going on right now. In the fourth inning, it looks like is Shepherd and IUP tied at 2 runs apiece. Fourth inning for Lockhaven at Salem. They currently trail Salem 5-0. Clarion trailing West Liberty 13-2 in the second inning. So those are your PSAC games ongoing right now. Some stuff from around the rest of the sports world. Men's college basketball Division I level. Michigan State, number 8 in the country, defeated number 17 Michigan, 79-62 earlier today. Just wrapped up a little bit ago on ABC and ESPN was the Oklahoma City Thunder defeating the Denver Nuggets 127-103. 40-point game for Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Currently ongoing on ESPN now is the Suns and the Mavericks. It's 19-16 Dallas in the first quarter. And with that, we've got a little bit more time until the start of the second half from Shepherd. See the other games we can find. On the women's side, today is, I believe, Selection Sunday for the women. So some big games going on right now In the SEC Tournament Finals, South Carolina, number 5 in the country, is currently up 33-16 on number 1 Texas. At halftime, the UConn women's team currently up 53-37. A little bit into the second half there, 6:04 left in the third quarter. A lot of big games going on today. Conference Tournament Finals Sunday. It's USC versus UCLA in the Big Ten Tournament Finals at 4:30 on CBS. Big 12 Championship between TCU and Baylor will take place at 5 o'clock on ESPN. Duke won the ACC over NC State 76-62 in an upset there, number 11 over number 7. We'll get Creighton and Seton Hall at 5 o'clock on Fox in the Big East Tournament semis. And in the Summit League final also taking place today, number 25, South Dakota State against Oral Roberts. And remember, tonight, 10:30 and 11, the women's and men's Division II basketball tournament selection Sunday shows. The women at 10:30, the men at 11, to find out who gets into the big dance for Division II. Shepherd, if they can come back and win today, will have an automatic bid winning the PSAC. If not, they're on the bubble. They weren't in the top 10 at the beginning of the week, but this week they defeated number 7 and number 9. And number 10, Charleston, had an early exit in the MEC tournament. So we'll see. Will it be Shepherd? Will it be Bluefield State? Who will get in if Shepherd can't get the automatic bid for winning the PSAC? Before we go, if you look in the top right of your screen here on TV10, QR code for the WRNR Bracket Challenge by the Sports Mix. Top 4 in the tournament at the end. Top 4 scores get $25 gift cards to Mother Shuckers. And the overall winner, whoever places first, also gets a customized trophy for winning the tournament that was made by Trophies Plus in Martinsburg. So, with that, we'll take 2 minutes and we'll send it back to Colin and Nick at the Butcher Center for the second half of the PSAC Men's Basketball Championship. This has been the Scoreboard Show on TV10, WRNR TV on YouTube, and the PSAC Digital Network.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How can I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm John Everson, Private Wealth Advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
Insurance companies like to play games. They say they're on your side, but they aren't. We have a team that can handle any curveball they throw. At Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson, you get a dedicated lawyer, and every case gets a team effort. So you get nearly 150 combined years of experience going to bat for you. And we like to win. Join the team that takes your personal injury case seriously. Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson. We play hardball.
Ice baths, polar plunges, what's wrong with you people? It's your old pal Cody from Cody's Auto Body. Newsflash, it's winter. Whether it's for a health craze or to raise money for the ladies' auxiliary, it seems people out there think it's a good idea to go outside, strip down, and pretend to be a polar bear or a penguin. What happened to sitting beside the fire, drinking, and adding on a few pounds to keep insulated until spring? Call me crazy, but how about we try not getting naked outside for a few months? Stay warm, stay safe on the road. As always, that's Cody's with a T for trust.
Providing reliable protection since 1877, we are Farmers and Mechanic Insurance Companies. For over a century, we have been dedicated to provide dependable insurance protection and excellent customer service. We specialize in auto, home, farm, and business insurance. Our products are backed with personal, hands-on service. You can trust us to protect what matters most to you. For all of your insurance needs, there's Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies.
Welcome you back here to the Butcher Center. Nick Verzolini alongside me, Colin McLaughlin, as we get you ready for the second half of the Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference men's basketball championship game between the Shepherd University Rams and the Gannon Golden Knights. Gannon leading here at halftime, 36-26. Give you the halftime stats, which are brought to you by Four Pools. Like everyday better with a hot tub or swimming pool. Four Pools has locations in Martinsburg, Chambersburg, and Hagerstown. For the Rams, their leading scorer here at the half, Carson Poffenberger, 11 points. He's just 5 away from 1,000 career. Other big scorers for the Rams, not a whole lot of them. Wordlaw with 6, 4 from Banks, 2 from Brody Davis, and 2 from Chase Parr. In terms of Gannon, their first half leading scorer has been Pace Prosser, who has 15 points in that first half, 9 from Erdis Sheldon, 4 from DeBuck, 2 from Goodrick, and 4 from Mason Campbell, 2 from Wayne Sarver. So, Colin, I think it's pretty obvious. You need your guys like Parr and Banks, Davis, Robinson, your other starters outside of Poffenberger to get a little bit more offense going here in the second half if you want to come back and win.
Yeah, you're going to need these first 5 minutes to really be pretty much all Shepherd. If these first 5 minutes don't show that Shepherd has some fight left in them, it feels like it's going to be all Gannon the rest of the way, and they're going to go back-to-back as conference champions. So we'll see what these first 5 minutes of the second half show from Shepherd, if they can keep this going and potentially pull off an upset or not.
Gannon with the basketball to start the second half. 36-29. Gannon leading. Or 26, excuse me. The Buck with the mid-range J. That's no good. Poffenberger secures the rebound for the Rams. Ahead to Robinson. Now Davis. Down low, it's Parr. Parr fights for positioning. Gets fouled. Heads to the line to shoot 2. Didn't seem like he got a whole lot of post touches in that first half out of Chase Parr. He only had 2 points. So headed to the line where there was a lot of fouls in that first half against Gannon. Not a whole lot of them were shooting fouls. Parr knocks down that first. And when Parr did get his post touch, it seemed like Gannon, like they did there, were surrounding him and making it tough for him to get a shot off, or if he got a shot off, had a lot of misses, it felt like. Apologize here for some technical difficulties. Camera right now working its way back on. There's a pass down low. That one is no good on the shot, and Robinson now off the outlet pass from Parr back to Davis. 36-28. Parr over to Banks. Banks now into the lane with the left-handed dribble. Finds some separation, kicks it over to Davis. Davis into the lane, tough shot on the way. That's off the mark, no good. Desmond skies up for the rebound.
Yeah, I would have liked Davis personally to take that free.
The lob is tipped away by the Rams. Yeah, I think sometimes when you're shooting the ball poorly, you just want to work for easy shots. But if you're open, you still got to have the confidence to shoot it, so it's tough sometimes. Parr down low. Trying to go to work again. Fade away on the baseline. That's an air ball, but Poffenberger's there to grab the rebound, put it back up and in. And now he's just 3 points away from 1,000 career. Shepherd's got it down to a 6-point game at 36-30 with 18 minutes to go here in this second half. Down low. Poffenberger trying to play some tough defense. Desmond with the basketball. Goes over to DeBuck. Butcher Center rocking with the defensive chance. Prosser with an open 3. That's good. That is his 4th 3 of the game. Gets it back out to a 9-point game at 39-30. And we got a timeout taken, I believe, by Shepherd here at 39-30. 17:46 to go in this contest. We'll go ahead and take a 30-second timeout. This is Shepherd Rams basketball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, shrimp nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
I believe actually Gannon might have burned that timeout. Both teams have 2 timeouts left. As our score 39-30 in favor of Gannon. Big 3 though. I mean, Prosser, the freshman, he's been tremendous throughout this game. Very impressive, Kyle.
Yeah, he's going to be fun to watch here over the next few years for Gannon if he stays at Gannon. Of course, with the transfer portal, you never know how things could go, but he's a star, and it's clearly showing here in this conference championship game.
Here's a lob pass ahead to Davis. Now Parr, nice bounce pass to Poffenberger, and he's 1 point away from 1,000. And the Rams just had one of their best offensive possessions. They're only down by 7 now, 39-32. Beautiful pass there to Prosser, and Parr sends it into the crowd.
This is part of the start that I was talking about. You'll see in these first 5 minutes, and you're about halfway through that right now, if this team has some life and can get this game a close one and potentially pull off the upset.
Prosser with the basketball. He has, again, been the guy for this Gannon team. The freshman pulls up mid-range. No good. Poffenberger with the board. Has it tipped away. Now uses his dribble to get away from the Gannon pressure and find Marcus Banks. 39-32. Robinson down low to Poffenberger. I'm sorry, Parr. Parr to Davis. Open 3 from the corner, just short. Rebounded by Gannon. Ahead now to the 6'5", Ernest Shelton. Working the ball around the perimeter. Bennett drives in, a foul call against Birdie Davis. 39-32 our score, 16:44 to go. Wardlaw runs on. The Buck runs on as well for Gannon. Prosser and Davis to the bench. First on Birdie Davis there. Off the inbound, Sheldon with an open mid-range. That's no good. Robinson grabs the rebound. Ahead to Banks. Banks trying to run the floor, but quickly Gannon got back down there. Now he tries a fadeaway. Tough running shot on the way. Rebound tipped out to Robinson. Back to Poffenberger. 15 on the shot clock. Banks to Poffenberger. Down low, Parr fighting with the huge size advantage, and a foul called against Mason Bennett, who was grabbing at Parr's arm. That's his second.
3-on-3 off now for Gannon.
Yep. Prosser already back in, so you get a little bit of a break from him, but not too long. Shepherd having some issues getting the ball inbound. And they get it into Parr. Parr with the running hook. That's up and good. Parr with his second field goal.
That's going to get the fans angry. After the play, they call Poffenberger with a shove.
Yeah, that's tough. Poffenberger with the foul. Ram crowd not liking it. And this is second on him. 39-34 though. 5-point game. The Buck into the lane. The Buck down low. Good defense from Parr. Sheldon with the basketball, guarded by Marcus Banks. Fadeaway jumper from Sheldon. That's no good. Rebounded by Parr. Just a 5-point game. Rams have the possession, but it's poked away. The Buck with a 3 on the way. That's good, and that's tough. Shepherd had the possession in a 5-point game. Now a loose ball, so we have the under-16 media timeout as the officials blew the whistle due to the ball being kind of kicked around. And media timeout, a big 3 from the Buck, 42-34. Gannon leading Shepherd, 15:46 to go in this one. We're back in 30 seconds.
Providing reliable protection since 1877, we are Farmers and Mechanic Insurance Companies. For over a century, we have been dedicated to provide dependable insurance protection and excellent customer service. We specialize in auto, home, farm, and business insurance. Our products are backed with personal, hands-on service. You can trust us to protect what matters most to you. For all of your insurance needs, there's Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies.
We're back here at the Butcher Center, 42-34 our score. Turnover and then a Justin DeBuck 3. Puts the Rams back down 8 here at 42-34, 15:46 to go in the second half. It's definitely been a better second half so far than, I guess you could say, midway through that first half, Colin, when Shepherd really fell behind in this game. But every time they get close, Gannon makes a play and then makes it that much tougher.
Yeah, you feel like it's been kind of one step forward, 2 steps back for Shepherd here in these opening few minutes. They get a short run, and then boom, Gannon hits a 3 to take the wind out of your sail. Then you get a nice another basket, one more, and then boom, another Gannon 3, and you find yourself down 8 here. So we'll see if this team can kind of limit those bad turnovers and stop Gannon from knocking down those big 3s.
Still some progress from where they were down 10 at halftime, so we'll see how they can operate here the rest of the second half. It's Parr up top. Poffenberger just 1 point away from 1,000 career. So we'll see if he gets that here at some point. Parr tries the top of the key 3. That's short off the front of the rim. Doesn't shoot him a whole lot. Coach Namlick has mentioned to us how he would maybe like to see him try a few more. Well, he tried that one and it was no good. Into the lane here. Now it's another tough shot on the way from Ernest Shelton, and he knocks it down. 44-34, so back to a 10-point game. Head to Parr. Parr, bounce pass to Robinson. Robinson goes up strong. Desmond with the defense and Robinson with the finish. He's got 3.
Those are back-to-back tough shots on the opposite ends. Both going into the defender and using the glass.
Crossover dribble makes Robinson fall. Misses the open shot, but rebounded by Poffenberger. Banks now with the left-handed dribble, brings it into the front court. Wardwall with the basketball for Shepherd. Rams trying to continue to cut back into this lead and stay in this ball game. Banks looking for Parr, a foul called against Gannon.
Yeah, I think Parr was getting held there down low while he was trying to get some space.
That one's on the Buck. That's his 3rd. Yeah, they've been calling those a little bit more here in the second half. The battle down low between Parr, who has the size advantage. Now the official's going to step in and talk to Goodrick and Parr about the battling down low. Coach Namlick wants them to really watch it here as well. Lob in from Banks. Parr trying to go work against Goodrick. That shot just rolls out. Shelton now with the rebound. Over to Desmond. Goodrick. Back to Prosser. Guarded by Robinson. Prosser to the rim. Shot is up and good. Pace Prosser continues to go to work against Shepherd. It's back to a 10-point game. 46-36, 13:44 to go.
Yeah, he just got Parr to go up early. He had a little shoulder jab to make him jump and then got the space to get him while Parr was coming down.
Wardlaw step back mid-range. Too strong. Parr tips it out to Robinson. fresh 20 on the shot clock for the Rams. And now a turnover. Parr threw it into the bench. So Shepherd back down 10 at 46-36. Cole Parr getting ready to check into the game. He's going to run on for Chase. Shepherd for the first time in the second half. Well, second time in the second half going into the bench a little bit. See if maybe Cole Parr can provide a little bit of a spark. There's been times this season he's been able to hit some outside shots and do some good things for the Rams. And so far tonight, just not a whole lot going offensively. Layup down low is no good. Has it ripped away and out of bounds. As Kemp was fighting for the positioning and lost control of the basketball. It will be Gannon ball underneath.
Yeah, first you don't get the jump ball, and then I don't know if I agree with that call on who it was out of bounds on.
Here's an open three from Shelton. That's off the mark. Kemp grabs the rebound. Poffenberger eventually takes it away, and now the Rams have some numbers. Gannon gets back quickly. Poffenberger down low to Parr. Back to Robinson. Now Wardlaw. 10 on the shot clock. Wardlaw trying to create. The freshman finds Robinson. Just 4 on the shot clock. Robinson. Fade away. That's good. Robinson with 4 points. I'm sorry, 5 points. 4 of them here in the second half. It's a 10-point game. Prosser, though, again.
Now Banks called with a foul.
Banks called for a foul after the shot. Prosser knocks down the jumper, makes it 49-38. Again, Colin, he is the momentum killer. Pace Prosser, the momentum killer.
Again, as we said, 1 step forward, 2 steps back when Gannon continues to just knock down these threes.
And this is with Gerard Robinson, who, like we said, has been shutting down some of the best players in the PSAC. But Prosser today has gotten the better of the Rams. Shelton gets fouled. He'll head to the line. Shoot 2. And it's a big momentum shift as well, because then on the rebound or on the ball going through the basket, you get the Banks foul. So now it's an opportunity for a 5-point swing, and all of a sudden it could be a 13-point game again. First free throw, though, no good from Shelton. Prosser checks out. Second one from Shelton, good. So Shelton makes it a 12-point game. Wardlaw dribble handoff with Marcus Banks. 50-38, 12 minutes left. Parr sets the screen for Banks. Banks back to Parr on the pick and pop. Now Wardlaw down low to Parr. Back to Wardlaw. 2-man game working in the paint. Parr the tough hook. That's good. Cole Parr with his first 2 points. Makes it a 10-point game at 50-40. Shepherd not going away, but Gannon continues to just add to its lead, and that time it's Mason Bennett with his first 2 points. Extends the lead back out to 12. 11:22 to go in this contest. Banks to Parr. Now Wardlaw to Poffenberger. Nice pass underneath to Parr. Has the height advantage. Finds Banks. Robinson in the corner. 3 on the shot clock, and a foul called on the drive and dish to Parr. Bennett picks up his third, the 4th against Gannon. 52-40 our score. 11:01 to go. At the under 12 media timeout, we'll take a 30-second break as well. This is Shepherd Rams men's basketball on TV 10 and WRNR TV and YouTube.
At the Berkeley County Health Department, our motto is Prevent, Promote, Protect. Since 1935, our mission has been to provide clinical and environmental services to protect the health of the general public. We're committed to building public health in our community by offering a wide range of services, including blood pressure screening, breast and cervical screening, family planning, counseling, lab testing, and more. We perform health inspections to make sure the restaurants you visit are clean, and we prepare and coordinate plans to respond to all hazards. The Berkeley County Health Department, 122 Waverly Court, Martinsburg.
Butcher Center 52-40. Gannon leads Shepherd with 11:01 to go in this contest. Colin, what are some things that you've seen that has kind of been the difference here in the second half?
I mean, it hasn't really been any different than what you saw in the first half. Shepherd still kind of struggling. I mean, the offense has definitely picked up maybe a little bit, but not enough to cut into the lead because they haven't gotten enough stops. You need to get some courage here, and at some point, even though it's been a struggle here this game, decide, hey, we got to take matters into our own hands and start shooting the three ball again to get that Gannon zone to come out so that they're not packing the paint and making you just drain the clock to get a look.
52-40, Shepherd with the basketball. It's Poffenberger over to Parr. Now back to Wardlaw. Wardlaw goes into the paint, finds Poffenberger. 10 on the shot clock, down low to Parr. Cole Parr turns and faces. Robinson a deep three, just off the front of the rim, no good, and Prosser grabs another rebound. He's been on a tear as of late. Last 4 games for him, all over 12 points. Had 23 yesterday to help Gannon to this championship game in the win against Millersville. The buck into the lane, guarded tightly by Wardlaw. Fadeaway jumper good. Justin the Buck has been good off for the Gannon team, and Robinson goes up strong, tries to dunk it, but Desmond with the block. Rams got it back for a moment, but now it's the Buck and Gannon running the floor. The Buck, nice pass underneath. Kick it out, three-pointer for Shelton. That's off the mark, no good. 54-40, 14-point game. I believe it's the largest lead of the night so far for Gannon.
I think you might be right.
Pace Prosser so far today has been the story as the foul down low. I believe it's going to go against Prosser, but he's up to 20 points for him here tonight. We've also seen Shelton with 13, the Buck with 7. Those are your leading scores as well. I'm sorry, the Buck now with 9.
This place has gone quiet.
Yeah. I mean, not a whole lot to get too excited about, I would say, in some ways for Shepherd. As Banks does make that free throw. Parr back in, Poffenberger to the bench here with 9:35 to go. In a 13-point game, Poffenberger just 1 point away from 1,000 career. He's sitting on 999 here. So we'll see if he gets it. Banks makes the second. Prosser over to the Buck. The Buck off the screen. Desmond into the lane. Desmond spin move. Gets it back over to the Buck. 8 on the shot clock. The Buck with a floater. That's no good. Parr grabs the rebound. So Shepherd down by 12. 9 minutes left in this contest. Rams trying to now to come back and make this thing close down the stretch. Still defensively, at this point in the game, to have Gannon at 54, it's pretty solid. It's just your offense has been slowed down by Gannon even more as Parr headed back to the line. Shepherd has done a nice job of drawing a lot of fouls. That's down to 6th of the half against Gannon. Rams now up to 31% shooting, so it has been a better second half. But they've held Gannon to 38.9. Parr to the line, makes that free throw.
but yet you still find yourself down double digits.
Yeah. Points in the paint. Now in Shepherd's favor. I'm sorry, in Gannon's favor.
Rattled out.
Free throw no good there from Parr. So he goes 1 for 2. 11-point game. Prosser into the lane, up and good. 22 now for him.
Shepherd just hasn't been able to find an answer for his game.
I don't think they will. Wardlaw with the basketball. Ace Prosser from Berlin, PA. And pass nearly taken away by Desmond. And a foul called against Bennett.
And it's now 1-1 the rest of the way here with 8:03 left in the second half.
This could be significant. That is the fourth on Bennett as well. But if it being a 13-point game, we'll just have to wait and see. Coming up on the under 8 media timeout, so probably see a Poffenberger sub back in, maybe even a Brody Davis as well as Shepherd tries to get back into it. Don't know if I've ever seen that. Pass to the free throw line player, missed the player.
It happened yesterday, too, when he was trying to fix his shoes.
They missed the free throw there on the front end of the 1-and-1. They say it's off of Parr, as they're saying he touched it, I believe, while he was out of bounds. So Gannon basketball. Gannon down 13. 8 minutes exactly to go now in this one. And Prosser with the basketball. Step back three from Pace. Prosser buries it. He's tough.
He's MVP today.
Gannon 59, Shepherd 43, 7:43 to go in this ball game. We'll take a 30-second break with the under 8 media timeout. It's the Shepherd Rams men's basketball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
W. Harley Miller Systems understands the need and desire for reliable and affordable smart home solutions. Secure your home with a security system and keep a close eye on your family. Automate your home with a Control4 system and have smart technology work as one. Set daily schedules to control your thermostats. Push a button and set the mood for dinner by dimming lights and playing music, or just sit back and enjoy a movie in your own home theater. Put decades of experience to work for you. Visit us at WHMsystems.com or call 304-350-1931.
Here as the Beast walks in, lets us know that Pace Prosser is the best player in the PSAC.
Yeah, I mean, he's playing like it right now. He was comparing him to KD, so.
I kind of see that a little bit.
It's been a great game for him. As I said, he's MVP for this team here today. Shepherd just
probably for the tournament. I mean,
yeah, no,
23
absolutely.
yesterday and big game again here today. So for the Rams, it's still been an excellent season for Shepherd, but an unexpected run. I didn't expect to be sitting here on this Sunday calling this game with you, Colin, today, to be honest, just because. One, Shepherd would have to get home court, which seemed almost impossible, and then, go on a big run, which, based off of who they ended up having to play, you gave them a shot in every game, but originally they were supposed to play Gannon yesterday, so. Robinson over to Wardlaw. 59-43 our score. Banks drives into the lane. He gets fouled and he'll shoot two. For the Rams as well, they've had to play Monday, Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday. So it's been, a long run for Shepherd. For Gannon, they didn't have to play on Monday, so they get the one last game as well. So a little bit of a factor in this one. We knew it'd be tough to go from Monday to Sunday and get the championship for whoever that would be. And that's in any tournament. But Banks goes 2 for 2 from the line there, so 14-point game at 59-45. And it's Prosser. Nice pass underneath and a two-handed jam by Tasman Goodrick. 61-45. I mean, this is just a great team. Ultimately, you don't see these kind of dunks too often from guys at the D2 level like that. Poffenberger, by the way, still just needs this 1 point to get 1,000, so with Shepherd down 16, I'm sure that will be a big part of the game plan here down the stretch. I mean, you still got to try for the best shots, but you want to see him get that. If he's stuck on 9.99, that's just tough. But a foul here. Banks headed to the line to shoot 2. I'm sorry, 1-1. Everybody makes the first, so now will be 2 free throws for Banks.
Yeah, team still 1 foul away from double bonus.
Yeah. Soliver checks on. And checking out is Goodrick, who he hasn't even had a crazy game, but they're still up by 15. Banks' second free throw is no good, and Prosser's there to grab the rebound. Prosser off the screen, crossover dribble, made Robinson slip. Desmond up there, top of the key. Desmond into the lane, layup, up and good.
I mean, Prosser's just facilitating everything Gannon's doing right now, picking up 2 defenders, leaving a teammate wide open like that to attack and get the easy layup.
Yeah, I mean, Banks here down low to par. Obviously, I haven't seen everybody play, but with the PSAC tournament and everything, only a freshman, I think he's the best player in the conference, even though the numbers may not tell you that, the awards may not tell you that. He's impressive. I mean, Gerard Robinson, who's a lockdown defender at this level, can't guard him. And that's saying something when Robinson's been one of the best defenders all year in the PSAC on perimeter players. Paul with the free throw, up and good. Paul makes the second. 3-pointer on the way, no good. And keeping it alive. I'm sorry, a foul called against Shepherd's Wardlaw.
Yeah, they're calling a push there at the baseline against Wardlaw.
6:04 left, 63-48. Drive into the lane, layup, no good. Rebounded by Parr. Wardlaw behind the back dribble. Gets double teamed and now finds Robinson. Poffenberger, 3-pointer on the way. There's 1,000. 1,002 now for Carson Poffenberger. Timeout taken by Gannon as Poffenberger nailed the 3 to make it 63-51. We'll stay here, see if they make the announcement, and they do. Poffenberger, we talked about it. Be tough, right? He needed 34 points. We talked to Coach Namlick on Friday, and he was able to get it. So definitely a bright spot from today. Still a 12-point game, too. You never know, Colin, down the stretch what could happen with 5:44 left. And Poffenberger's had the best day offensively for the Rams so far.
Yeah, you need that to be a spark to lift this team's spirits here and go 110% the rest of the way. It's a lot to ask. The expectation, in my mind, is that it isn't going to happen. Gannon's just too good and hasn't allowed Shepherd to mount that comeback yet. But you never know until it's over.
18 for Poffenberger. He needed 16 for 1,000. Pass down low, tipped away. Here's Shelton from the corner. That's an air ball. Robinson with the rebound. So both teams have one timeout left at 63-51. 5:22 to go in this contest. Banks drives baseline, slips on the dribble, It falls out of bounds. It's a turnover for Shepherd. Banks has had a few. Too many in this one. That is his 5th turnover. But it just feels like they always have came at crucial times. Floater no good, but he gets his own rebound. Does Prosser and lays it up and in. Excellent ball game for the freshman. 65-51 Gannon. 4:52 left in this ball game. Parr to Wardlaw. Step back 3. That's off the back of the rim. Parr grabs the rebound, though, as it was tipped by Poffenberger, and Parr lays it up and in. 65-53. Crowd chanting defense, trying to keep the Rams in this ball game with 4.5 left, down by 12. Shepherd, though, still has life.
That's a carry.
Yeah, it should have been something. Desmond to Prosser right before the buzzer of the shot clock. Ahead to Parr now. To Poffenberger, head fake. Now down low to Parr, trying to go to work. Parr has it tipped away, but a foul call.
Things heating up here down the stretch.
3:53 left, 65-53. We got the under 4 media timeout. We'll take a 30-second break. This is Shepherd Rams men's basketball on TV 10.
March Madness is here, which means it's time to fill out your brackets. Join the Sports Mix Bracket Challenge on the ESPN TC app or online at espn.com/bracket. You can also scan this QR code on your screen for entry. The top 4 finishers will all receive a $25 gift card from Mother Shucker's Crab Shack, and the overall winner will also receive a trophy from Trophies Plus. Enter now for your chance to win. The March Madness tournament begins March 18th.
We welcome you back here to the Butcher Center. 65-53 our score. Gannon leads Shepherd. 3:53 left in this ball game. Nick Verzolini alongside me, Kyle McLaughlin. Back in the studio, Dylan Bishop. And Shepherd continues to stay in this double-digit deficit, Colin. They've definitely given you some moments of hope in this game and in the second half as well, but ultimately Gannon's just continued to turn the lights right back out anytime Shepherd gets back into it. But 12-point game, 4 minutes, it's not completely over yet.
It isn't, but Gannon's a good team, so it feels like it is because, as you just said, Shepherd hasn't really been able this entire second half to truly take a chunk out of the lead, and it's been pretty much a double-digit affair this entire, so far, 14, 15 minutes or so.
Prosser with the basketball. Three-pointer good.
And there it is again.
For Justin DeBuck.
Right out of the timeout, they get it.
15-point game. And then pass tipped away. Stays with Shepherd, though. Yeah, DeBuck, Prosser, and Shelton have always seemed to be the guys, too. They killed the momentum for the Rams today. I mean, this is a deep Gannon team. It's not always the same guys going off for them, and that's what makes them so dangerous.
That's why they're all conference players.
Yeah. And we will definitely see them in the NCAA tournament. It will be interesting to see what seed the committee gives them. But Parr down low has it blocked away. Wardlaw grabs the offensive rebound and a missed mid-range there. Last year, they were the 1 seed in the region. I believe based off of the final vote, I think it was West Liberty who had the 1, so they'll probably end up as the 2. And we'll see if Shepherd maybe can get the 8. I mean, it's going to be definitely close, Colin. I don't know how they'll rule. It comes down to probably Shepherd and Bluefield for that last spot. And maybe East Stroudsburg as well. The Buck layup is up and good. Banks dribbling out of control, lost control. Ball still on the ground. Ends up in the hands of Gannon. 70-53. 2:22 remaining.
Those making the trip down from Erie for Gannon starting to realize that the back-to-back is just 2 minutes away.
Yep. Obviously, they have built a great program. It's, just looking at how they get their crowds and stuff. The arena is off campus, and they get about 1,000 people a game. So that's like a big crowd for a Shepherd game. As Gannon and Shepherd crowd come to their feet as Parr and Poffenberger walk off the court, as well as Gerard Robinson for the final time as Shepherd Rams here at home.
Now you're just waiting for the selection show at 11 o'clock tonight to see if it's the final time as a Ram or not, unfortunately.
Sheldon to the line to shoot 1-1. Yeah, all three of those guys, even Parr, only in one season, his impact has been unmatched in terms of what players have done in one season for a program. And then, of course, Poffenberger today getting to 1,000, and Robinson being an excellent defender and a guy that's just kind of been the captain, the leader of the team throughout his career, or at least this season for sure. So, under 2 minutes left here in this one. Banks, three-pointer on the way. That's good from Marcus Banks.
His foot was on the line. That was a long two.
Well, long two for Banks. 71-55.
That's
now
an offensive foul.
Falls down. Looks like Shelton's going to get the foul called against him, and that will be Shepherd basketball.
It looks like they might check it, but to me that looked like a push.
I didn't quite see because it was away from the ball, it looked like to me, but 71-55. We'll see what they end up calling here. Minute 37 left. I do wonder too, Colin, how much does this final score matter for Shepherd in terms of their chances of making it into the NCAA tournament? It's very close. East Stroudsburg beat Shepherd twice in the regular season, so does that outweigh the Shepherd win in the postseason? You can also look at it as Shepherd had a lead there late when they went on the road to East Stroudsburg. So it's going to be tough to decide between those two teams. And then Bluefield lost in the championship as well, of their conference championship, to Virginia State. Do they look at that run as maybe a little bit more impressive than the Shepherd run, even though Bluefield has less wins than both of those teams? So it's going to come down to, I guess, how they value the overall resume. And of course, the final vote that we saw, you can't, I guess, forget about Charleston, but Charleston was eliminated in an upset, so it feels like they're definitely not going to get in. They were the 10 in the final poll. And then it'd be weird to see a situation where a California-Pennsylvania gets in, because they were the 9 in the poll, but Shepherd, of course, beat them yesterday. So step back three on the way from Banks, and that's good. Marcus Banks that time kept the feet behind the line, 71-58. So again, that final score could be helpful. If it's within 10, you feel a lot better about it for Shepherd's chances. And they're going to foul here down 71-58. Send Prosser to the line, who has just had himself a heck of a day.
Foul Banks for Shepherd. Prosser at the line's 1-1.
Free throw up and good for Prosser on the front end of the 1-1. He's done all of his work from the floor so far. This is his first trip to the line, so pretty impressive as well that he hasn't even just been racking up free throws. And he's at 29 points now as he makes them both. 73-58. Parr. Step back three on the way. Off the back of the rim. Rebounded by Desmond. A foul from Banks. One of free throws. Update here from the women's championship game. Looks like Kutztown's going to get the win as they lead by 12 with a minute left, 70-58. So the Kutztown women have officially headed to the NCAA Women's Tournament on the Division II side as Banks checks out. He gets a big round of applause. Dolman checks in. Again, final home game of the year for the Rams, no matter what. I guess if they got the 7 seed and some crazy upsets happen, they could get one more. But free throw there, no good. 74-58. Wardlaw off the Parr screen. Wardlaw, free throw line jumper, no good. Parr with the tip, that's no good. Final 30 seconds. Gannon will most likely just dribble it out here. 74-58 is going to be your final. The Gannon Golden Knights are back-to-back Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference champions for the 2024-2025 season, and they're headed back to the NCAA tournament. And they'll represent the Atlantic region as one of the 3 conference champions. And I'm sure they'll make some noise in the Atlantic region as well, Colin. They're a very good team.
Yeah, they're a great team. Give them credit. They were the favorites heading into this. We knew for Shepherd it was going to be a tough task today to try and beat Gannon, but they were unfortunately no match for the Golden Knights. Congratulations to them. They've been the best team in the conference all year long. They won the regular season, and now they win the postseason conference tournament.
Yep, so Gannon wins it. Shepherd will finish as the runners-up. But we'll take a 2-minute break while the post-game show and get you the presentation of the trophy and all that stuff as well. This is Shepherd Rams basketball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
Hi, Crescia Hornby here. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call us at 262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
Life is evolving. Over the past decade, the way we do almost everything has changed. Get on your phone, see something you like, click on it, and it shows up at your door. Why should the way you have your car serviced be any different? Why waste your time going to a dealership service department when Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to you? They service all makes, all models, and offer full parts and labor warranties. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to your door or office and service your vehicle while you're doing what you need to be doing, conducting that business meeting or mowing the lawn. Why take time out of your busy schedule when you don't have to? Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet's friendly, knowledgeable staff will come to you where you live or where you work for full service maintenance, from oil changes to tire rotations, brakes, batteries, multi-point inspections. They handle it all. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet is committed to delivering the best of the best to their customers. Trust them to service your vehicle where you're at home or at work. Skip the time-consuming and terminal wait at the dealership. Schedule your appointment at fordofhagerstown.com or hancockchevy.com.
We're back here as Shepherd being presented the runners-up trophy. Unfortunately, they didn't face the camera. But, I mean, great run for the Rams. I don't think people really expected this. And for us to have the opportunity to do it as well with all the other upsets and what was overall a very competitive, crazy tournament, and shows why the Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference, Colin, has been viewed as one of the best, if not the best, Division II conference in the Atlantic region. And we see that in football as well as men's basketball, and usually the PSAC gets about 3 bids a year, as we have some all-conference and some awards being handed out. As I guess now it's just the roster getting their medals for winning the tournament. Gannon, of course, winning this tournament again here. They had to go on the road this year and take care of business against Shepherd, but overall a very, like I said, competitive, entertaining tournament. Millersville took this Gannon team to overtime, gave it all they had. Shepherd at times in this first half looked very good and had an opportunity in this game to possibly pull it off. And now they'll just have to wait and see. I mean, wait is an understatement. The show's not till 11 o'clock tonight.
Yeah, if you want to know if Shepherd's in March Madness or not, take your nap now and go from there. It's really tough. It feels like with recency bias they're deserving just because of the tremendous run to be the runner-up here of the conference. But do they look at it with recency bias, or do they look at it as a whole and give teams that were more well-deserving in the regular season the bid over Shepherd? And even if Shepherd does get in, you only see them as maybe the 8th seed in the region, 7th at best, which means you're facing a 1 or a 2 anyway, so it's going to be a huge challenge to win that first round if you get in anyway.
And one thing that may hurt Shepherd as well is their record against teams that are in, and just their performances in some of those games, because they had a tough loss to West Liberty earlier this year, a tough loss to Gannon. This one was, relatively close, but it never really got super close down the stretch. I believe the closest in the second half was about an 8-point game. So how much will that factor in, and maybe the overall season might keep the Rams out, but also this playoff run might get them in. So I don't know. We'll see. I think it's going to be interesting to see. But
9 assists, 7 3-pointers.
Officially here, Pace Prosser taking home the most valuable player of the tournament in this championship game. 29 points for him, 10 rebounds to lead the way. We'll go ahead and jump into our post-game show as we're running out of time in terms of just how much longer we're allowed to be on the air. So post-game show brought to you by the Palace Lounge on Edward Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg. A full lunch and dinner menu, daily specials, and a clean, comfortable atmosphere. Check out the menu on the Palace Lounge Facebook page. And our post-game stats are brought to you by Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson. Visit BurkeandSchultz.com. We play hardball. Give you the Rams stats here real quick. 11 from Chase Parr, 18 from Poffenberger. He joins the 1,000-point club as well. Marcus Banks with 14. 2 from Davis, 5 from Robinson, 2 from Parr, and 6 from Wardlaw. Totals up for 58 for the Rams. Excuse me. 32% shooting for Shepherd, just 23% from 3, 15 to 21 from the charity stripe. For Gannon, it was 3 from Desmond, 6 from Goodrick, 14 from Sheldon, 14 from DeBuck, 29 from Prosser, 2 from Bennett, 2 from Sarver, 4 from Kemp. Gannon shoots a total of 42% from the floor, 47% from 3, 9 of 14 from the line. And they're real crazy numbers to look at in terms of the other statistics, so I think that does it here for the stats. Colin, player of the game, is easy.
Yeah, Pace Prosser. He's MVP of the entire tournament. He's MVP of the game. Again, congrats to Gannon.
Player of the game brought to you by WV Medicine, Berkeley and Jefferson Medical Centers, leading healthcare here and everywhere. That'll do it here for us. Again, Gannon is your 2024-2025 Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference champions, as they will be at least one of the teams headed to the Atlantic Regionals in the NCAA tournament for Division II men's basketball. For final score here today of 74-58. For Dylan Bishop back in the studio, Colin McLaughlin, I'm Nick Verzolini signing off for the final time probably this season for Shepherd men's basketball here on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
This concludes our coverage of NCAA Division II basketball, featuring the Shepherd University Rams and the Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference.
McLean Corley off the Poffenberger screen. Great screen. McLean Corley for three. It's good! Daniel McLean Corley!
5 seconds left on the clock. Werner looking for room to maneuver. Pulls up. Floater. Gets it to go. Carol Werner.
We hope you enjoyed our coverage here on TV 10 and WRNR.